My name is Alan, and you're tuning in to TTWD, aka This Thing We're Doing. And I'm here with my co host, Nick. So, Nick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Alan. How you doing?
Well, I've been doing quite fabulous. I actually kind of woke up late. I fell asleep at around 3 a.m. Woke up briefly at 10 a.m. I realized, oh shit, we're doing a podcast. And I woke up at 12.
I woke up at I went to sleep at 1 a.m. and I woke up at 5 because I thought we were going to do this earlier. But, it's cool. I went back to sleep for a couple hours and now we're here.
You feel refreshed?
1000%. All right, let's get into what show we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Smiling Friends. Yes.
Smiling Friends. Magnum opus of adult swim.
Yes.
Hank Hill, all that type of stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say past King of the Hill. King of the Hill is actually really good. I'll have you know.
For that.
Yes.
But anyways, Smiling Friends. What do you think of Smiling Friends?
Well, I think we should go into, I guess our history, or how we found out about the show in the first place, maybe, I guess. All right, so basically the two creators, Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack, they are YouTubers, they still are YouTubers, but that's how they started off. And the reason this show got so much traction was because there's been YouTuber shows before, but these two YouTubers, never like a fully animated show like this, and never to such high acclaim, basically. Because if you watch these two's content from like the early 2010s or even from like the Newgrounds days, I mean, it's basically the exact same as Smiling Friends. They have a lot of references to their own work and stuff. And yeah, so they got picked up by Adult Swim, and yeah, they promoted it on all their channels and stuff, and yeah, they got super into it. That's how I found out about it. What about you?
The way I personally found out about Smiling Friends was from memes on YouTube, and also from you, Nikolai. You were showing me a lot of clips from Smiling Friends, and then like one night I just decided, no, I can't fall asleep. I have my phone. It's like 50% of battery. What the heck should I do? Why not watch some Smiling Friends? I gotta get some new shows for my taste. So yeah, that's how I found out about the Smiling Friends. That's how I became a permanent fan.
I'm glad I got you into it at least.
So better be happy with that.
Yes.
In case you don't know what Smiling Friends is about, dear viewers, is that it's about two friends,
Pim.
About two friends, Charlie and Kim, in that particular order, working at a company called Smiling Friends, and their occupation is to make people happy, which is revealed in the first episode, where they try and, cheer up a suicidal man who is head for the entire day. So, like, a lot of memes surprisingly come from the first episode.
It's true.
I love kids, Charlie, and also for the character's name, Alan, my favorite.
One thing that I kind of found disappointing about the show is that I wish the other characters, like the boss, Alan, and the green guy, Gleb, I wish they were in more of the other episodes. I mean, they're there, but they don't like have as much of a presence as like Charlie and Pim.
Like, their roles aren't really as emphasized as the main characters.
Yeah.
The boss, a tiny bit. Like, remember that Halloween episode?
Yeah.
Him goes out to the boss.
Yeah, he was. I think the boss has the most presence out of the whole show, and I like that he has. His role is more like he's always super mysterious about everything, and you never know what he's actually doing since he's super shady. Like, especially with that bean kid that he has on his desk that he breastfeeds.
You showed me that scene while and like, the thing is, like, teacher was walking around and everything. We were using the school back books, and like, randomly pull out a clip from Smiling Friends. That guy breastfeeds the bean. Like, they were watching the full screen as well. Like, when that put on, I just looked around very quickly, like making sure nobody's watching us.
Oh wait, were we playing on the loudspeaker?
I think we were, but like at a low volume.
Because otherwise, that would have been so crazy if we got caught. One of the little kid says, "Yeah."
That was an amazing impression of the boss, I gotta say.
Because I think actually, I want to try to. Hey guys. Actually, yeah, I actually do very good impressions. But anyway.
You can literally become a replacement. I want to see if I can replace the who voiced. I think Michael Cusack voices Alan. So
I think so.
maybe I could replace him.
Try. Wow.
Alan. Cheese.
Nobody. Oh yeah, he does voice Alan.
Alan, incredible character. Nobody takes Alan's precious cheese.
Nobody takes Alan's precious cheese.
You do it better.
I could be. Actually, no, I couldn't be Charlie. Zach Hadel, who also voices a lot of the characters in the show. His voice is too unique to replace him. I can't even do a Charlie impression. I wish I could.
Yeah, his impression is no, like his voice. How do you say it? Like it sounds round. Like I don't know how else to describe it.
It's like super nasally all the time.
Yeah.
Like more so than the average American, I say.
Yeah, true. You know that one meme from Zach Hagel? I don't know who you are or what you want from me, but you have to be nice to me.
I don't know who you are or why you keep being mean to me, but you need to be nice to me right now. Hey, I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're being so mean. I don't know who you are.
Yes. There's a bunch of like, Oni Plays. There's a lot of like animated clips of just things that they said out of context. And there's a lot of the ones with Zach, to me, are the funniest ones. There's one where they are speaking. Well, there's a couple of the voice actors who are in this that were also on Oni Plays. There's a lot of animated clips with them just like fucking around and speaking about like 9/11 jokes.
Lyle, turn on the TV. They hit the Pentagon. They hit the fucking Pentagon.
I can't get up there.
Turn on TV. It doesn't matter what channel.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at this. At the
Yeah. Yep.
The only thing my voice
Like an Animal Crossing character.
then you do
I want to know who voices Mr. Frog. I think it might be Michael Cusack as well.
yeah, it's
Ah.
that is my second. That is my favorite episode of all the episodes. The second one where Mr. Frog appears.
I think my favorite episode was the first one. Because you'll notice that, well, you said earlier that most of the memes come from the first episode. But that, I think, is because of the style that they're used to and making stuff for YouTube. And like it all links together still, but not in the same way that the other episodes do. So like the Mr. Frog episode is a celebrity in trouble because of all his scandalous things or whatever. So you don't have like, I remember in the first episode, they cut away from like Alan back to Charlie and Pim at Pim's family house. And like the establishing shot has like a bird on a tree and it goes, "Ooh!" They have less of that throughout the series.
Yeah, I see. The first episode really sets up for the rest of the show. I can.
Yeah.
Well, my reason for why the second episode is my favorite, I don't even know the plot maybe, or like how everything was executed.
I can agree.
Starting off with like a lot of plot twists as well.
Yeah, it is.
You need to watch Smiling Friend to watch this novel, but like it's not too much. It doesn't like disfigure the rest of the show, but like towards the end of the second episode, the director who fired Mr. Frog for assaulting the journalist, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here? I found a replacement. This is unused script. Don't belong here." And then Mr. Frog just hesitates, and fucking eats him.
He doesn't even hesitate. He's just processing because he's high all the time. He doesn't even like. It came in like 2 seconds after. He's like input delay to the man. he was the guy was already saying it, and he already thought, "I'm gonna eat this guy."
Eyeballing the script, eyeballing the man, and the instant he did that, he realized, "No, I need to do this," and thus consume directly.
And then he bought a yacht.
Yeah, and we are. So yeah, it's a very good episode. And also, my second favorite episode's gotta be the shrimp, where the shrimp gets a date.
Oh, the shrimp one. With Smomo. Would you vote for Smomo to be the 5th smiling friend?
Yes, I do.
I did. Sadly, he didn't.
What is your second favorite episode in all the Smiling Friends?
I think it's the one where Charlie goes to hell and hell is frozen and he has to help the devil.
Oh, isn't that like? Oh no, that's not the last episode. It's the second last episode. I think.
Yeah, I like it because I don't know. I think getting time with just Charlie by himself was good because it may not seem like it, but there is a tiny bit of character development in the show. Wow. Yeah, because throughout the whole show, Charlie's like the sarcastic friend. Like he kind of seems like he doesn't really want to be doing his job. He just kind of does it just cause. Because like even in the first episode, he's like, yeah, I don't really care about this guy. Can you just come back with us, sign some forms saying we couldn't make you happy, and then we'll just dip or whatever. But in the final episode, he actually has to give a fuck about his job, even though he's dead. Because otherwise, if he doesn't, then he won't come back to life. And yeah.
Speaking of character development, yeah, that's an interesting input for the episode where Charlie goes to hell. Another good episode from this, like every episode is unique in its own way. It shows the same theme, but like also the last episode of the show where
it's a bait and switch.
Yeah, basically, like it's like it might seem one-dimensional, but like to an extent, it's pretty cool. A lot of things that I noticed was that, well, they never go out to Brazil. They always stay at the airport.
Yeah.
Him, the fuck, you didn't like fucking take a hotel. No, like the entire episode is just a very realistic conversation, mind you, in the bloody airport, and like they arrive somewhere in midday. But like, what the episode is 12 minutes long.
Yeah.
The episode, it's always the same scene. It's just them at the table and just talking. Every now and then the waiter will come and bring their orders. And like, I noticed, like I was like, wait, this scene is definitely different. They didn't even switch once. They didn't show the toilet or anything else.
Yeah.
But like, apparently the sky behind them, they were sitting in front of them. When they came, the sun was still up.
It becomes like twilight or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that is a very detail that I think is when I was watching it. But yeah, like I just like that episode as well because of realism. Like
it's the most realistic episode of Smiling Friends.
Yeah, true. Like, and like the way they talk to each other is just like I find that realistic because they interrupt each other like no continue.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
I think actually I do really like that episode. I like the beginning bit. I like the conversation towards the end. But I think my favorite moment in the episode is when they're on like the Travelator or whatever it's called, the moving floor. And then there's a bit where Gleb starts speaking. And everyone, the second he starts speaking, everyone turns towards him with like the same like bug-eyed face, like, what the fuck is this guy saying? And then after he finishes speaking, like, ha ha ha, yeah! Oh, you're so funny, Gleb.
Gleb is like the child of the group, basically.
I think he's meant to be like the funny friend because every time he finishes saying something, it's always implied to be like super sassy. So like the audience laughs, or he actually just says something funny within the world, and everyone's like, haha, you're so funny, Gleb.
Yeah, it could be interpreted that way.
Well, because even in the Mr. Frog episode, when he's doing the spitting and stuff, everyone's laughing, so.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, now that I think of it, he is like the funny friend. First, the second, and the last episode, they were, I think that was the most actually, I don't recall any other episode where Gleb really does anything. Like, the most prominent he's ever been was in the second episode where he auditioned to become the replacement for Mr. Frog.
Yeah.
But like, I recall the last episode as well. He was, when everyone was arguing, like, Charlie and Pim were arguing, then Alan joined in, and then, Gleb was just looking around.
Yeah.
Gleb. Just looking around like, what are you arguing about? First episode, when Alan was counting the nails, turned back, Gleb, you didn't take a nail or something?
Gleb, have you seen my cheese? Well, what else should we talk about with Smiling Friends? I want to talk about the animation really quick because Adult Swim is known for, like, they're very different and unique art styles and animation styles. They break the norm when it comes to like adult animation, because if you think about like the most popular adult shows like The Simpsons or like Family Guy or Rick and Morty or whatever, a lot of them, well, you can tell that they're all similarly designed and based off each other. Rick and Morty is kind of an exception with that. To me, that's more like Adventure Time. But with this show, well, it includes like the YouTube animation style that Zach and Michael are mostly known for, but also like, again, I'm gonna bring up Oni Plays. He does like a lot of 3D modeling with like characters and stuff. So like in the Charlie Goes to Hell episode, the devil, it's fully 3D. I remember there's an episode with like the alternate Smiling Friends that make everyone sad. There's like an alien guy who's also fully 3D, and I I think Only Plays did actually make those models. And even like in the first episode and in the Halloween episode as well. Well, the Halloween episode, the creature that they use for firewood, he's also 3D. But then also they got the, do you remember in the first episode where they go to the party with the depressed guy and then Pim bumps into some guy, he's like, hello, how are you doing? And then the guy turns around, he's like, yo, what the fuck, man? Why are you so old? Get a family. That dude.
Rotoscope, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like now that I think of it, like it kind of reminds me of called Gumball.
Tiny bit. Yeah.
Because every character has their own unique style.
Mhm.
And like similarly in Gumball, like some characters share an artistic style, but there are like loads of other characters who are just 3D.
Yeah.
And even from real life, like that hand.
Yeah, yeah. And also from the murder mystery episode.
Oh yeah, the murder mystery. I forgot about that episode completely. But
Yeah, the episode. It's probably not my favorite. It's not my favorite.
like there are a lot of good jokes, and like the plot twist at the end was pretty good as well.
Yeah. I think it has one of my favorite moments in it though. That moment. That's one of my favorite images in the whole show. There's like an over the shoulder shot where you get a close up of his face and he's making like an even weirder face.
I don't know if I remember him. Oh my god. No, that's amazing.
Charlie has some of the best faces.
He has a double chin apparently.
Yeah, he does. He has like a triple chin. Wait, let me find it. I'll find the picture.
But yeah, now his double chin is more prominent.
His double chin connects to his chest.
Yeah, and also Gyat. Just take a look at that mustard pack.
She has no gyat. The drink guy has more gyat.
Yeah, look at his legs.
You know that thing is a costume.
Oh yeah, it is.
His body is just in the shape of a cup with a straw. I don't know how the fuck he gets that on though, because he doesn't have arms and he can't bite it. I mean, I guess he could bite it, but still.
I just wonder like how his body looks like under that cup. Like if his head is disfigured like that, just how is the rest of the body gonna be? Let's say this is the cup, right? That is legs. Let me just tweak them. There we go.
Some fat legs.
Sexy legs. Look at that. Oh yeah, also let's not forget the pubic hair. Yeah, look at that.
Oh my god, I'm creaming myself.
Yeah, the straw head. Man, thing over here. Yeah. So, it's like, what is it, salty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So, like that, a burger or something over here, or French fries, whatever. So, this is how he looks like. Now, let's imagine what he looks like from underneath.
Oh my god. He definitely has an 8-pack.
Let's start with his legs, because they're the most revealing part. Like that. Even more sexier.
Damn.
Now his legs, look at that.
You gotta draw the thigh gap. Oh my god! Imagine the thigh gap on him is crazy. He is literally a rectangle.
Oh yeah, he might just simply like be cup shaped underneath. If his head is straw shaped as well, it might as well just be a triangular shape.
I'm pretty sure it is.
That's fucking dumb. Like, and like without the straw, his head is basically like just flopping all around. So now he's not smiling. He's pretty fucking pissed. He just.
I think he actually was pissed in the episode. I think he said something about him not having any hands, and he was pissed about the shape that he is.
Take a look at our masterpiece. Should this be our thumbnail?
Yes, this should be our thumbnail. 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Remember Season 2's My Friends.
And if you wanted to become part of the show, get us to 100k by January 1st, and we'll message Zach and Michael to get them to do this, and yeah.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this was quite hell of a debut for our podcast. So,
this is a thing we did.
Yeah, this is the thing we did. Oh my god, that is a perfect recap.
Exactly.
This is the thing we did. Oh my god.
That's how we should end every podcast.